Welcome back. This is Higher Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Great Saturday morning. Don't forget daylight savings time tonight at 2 a.m.
Yes.
So we got a new segment called Sarah Sells. And
I love it.
so
That's
what does
great,
Sarah
guys.
say?
So today we are going to talk about luxury on a budget with some home improvement hacks that are really simple to update your bedroom, your kitchen. Not so much super girly stuff, but just really simple, fun stuff that I love to do.
Stuff around the house. Well, this is the whole house. Every room has a hack.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we had Higher Done Hacks as a segment before.
We
this
did.
is kind of a play on that, which is cool. So when you say you want to find luxury on a budget,
Yes.
this is in the home improvement space. So if you're fixing up your house, let's start, Sarah, your favorite place in the home.
In the home
Pick a room.
would probably be living room or bedroom.
Okay, well, which one? You pick the bedroom. Let's just do
Okay,
that.
let's do the bedroom.
Okay, so what are some of the things you can do to spruce up your bedroom if you want to do it, but be on a budget?
So one, I would say for sure headboard. Like the tufted fabric obviously is really trendy, and that's really easy. You know, you can buy one, you can make one, and it just makes it feel a little bit more plush and lush and lighter. Adding a bench at the end of your bed. Really, really fun blankets, like the thick wool yarn ones or different elements like that. They're cheap, they're easy. You can get a blanket for $30, but it makes your bed look instantly different. Mirrors on closet doors, like that's back in. Not like the old school 70s ones, but changing out your cabinet pulls, like little things like that.
So you know what this makes me think of when you talk about this? And right now we're talking about luxury items on a budget in your home for home improvement. Like a Pinterest board. Like like a tufted headboard.
Yep.
Like where would a homeowner get something tufted? Let's say they said, I'm going to do my own thing. Do you go to like Michael's Fabrics or whatever they call that?
Yeah.
Minnesota Fabrics? Is that even around? Hobby Lobby or something?
Hobby. Oh yeah, for fabric.
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would like hire that done. I'd hire a decorator and say, all right, get me like Michelle Mio or one of those people, and like have them just say, okay, Adam, do this or that. Is that what we can do or no?
Yeah. So making the headboard, that's like a totally different thing. You know, you're gonna need the fabric, the wood, all that. I'm not that Pinterest savvy yet,
right.
but
Okay, well, how about the bathroom? Let's go over what kind of hacks you could do the bathroom.
shower curtain is super easy. Switch out the shower curtain, change the look by changing out your mirror, by doing different towels, adding some plants. I mean, and these are all simple, really easy things that can instantly change your bathroom.
Oh, well, I can see that for sure. I kind of like mirrors.
Yeah.
So you can do but here's a couple things, like a new shower head. Right?
Yeah.
I like a lot of water pressure. And, is it a myth about putting a shower head and it restricts the water because these new shower heads, even though they look like Amazon rainforest, blah, blah, blah shower head. Mm-hmm. But do you get better water pressure?
See, I don't know. That's your realm.
Well, why don't you learn? Why don't you say, hey, Adam, tell me how to get more water pressure?
Yeah.
Here's how you do it. You pull the little thing out of the shower head. There's a little blue little restrictor.
Oh, really?
It's illegal. I shouldn't even tell people to do that. But my plumbers, they know how to give you more water pressure. They can run more plumbing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Now I have to check all my water heads.
Yeah. Well, no. And the other thing is you can clean your shower heads if they're all scaly. That's why you need a water softener. That always helps as well. But even lighting upgrades are cool.
Definitely. So, the bar lighting, the bar with like the 4
Hollywood
or 5.
bulbs. Hollywood bulbs.
The Hollywood bulbs. Like get rid of that and do something that's...
I like those.
You do?
But I always put a higher wattage bulb in.
Oh, see, to me that screams like 1980s.
I just remodeled a bathroom. You were there.
The one in Birmingham?
That condo in Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
Her light fixtures were literally $2,500 a piece. Mm-hmm. And she put 4 of them. And they said they're just the fixtures on the mirror.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then she's like, they come so they're hung horizontal or vertically,
Yeah.
up and down. She wanted them hung horizontally, and literally, it's super cool. Like the homeowner, my client, she's literally super talented, and like she knows her stuff beyond knowing stuff, which is cool. So I said, all right, I'll do it. You know, and if she didn't like it, we could change it. But she loved it, and I got to give her props for being that way.
Awesome.
So, if you have a question, and by the way, it's 248. It's Shout Out Saturday, of course. If you're a contractor, you're a essential worker, give us a text 248-539-9797.
So speaking of that,
Yes.
All right. So you guys, this is what I was trying to say, that we shouldn't switch the time. We should just keep it moving to daylight savings time permanently. So sorry that came off differently. But that's all I was trying to say, that we should just keep daylight savings time instead of doing the...
What do you mean keep it? I'm confused.
So I think in Arizona, like they keep daylight savings time year round.
Well, no, they either don't change the clocks.
Well, don't change the clocks, yeah.
Yeah, so you're not saving anything. So do we keep the clocks the way they are, or do we change the time tonight and then never change them again?
Exactly. Change the time tonight, never change it again.
So what would happen if we never changed it again and didn't change the time tonight? We wouldn't know any different.
We should have more daylight savings time.
We wouldn't know any better. Because here's the thing. If we didn't change the time, come July, you're up at what time in the morning?
Between 3:30 and 5:30.
Okay. So let's make it a normal person's time.
Okay.
6 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's take 6 a.m. today.
Yes.
Tomorrow, 6 a.m. would really be 5 a.m. If
Yeah.
we did savings time. But if we didn't, it would be 6 a.m. And then if you went 3 months forward to April, May, June, it's 6 a.m. It's still 6 a.m. Right? It's just the earth doesn't change. The 24-hour cycle where it's sunrise, sunset, blah, 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 blah. Like, right? We go around the moon. We go around the sun. The moon comes around us. You follow me?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so my question is why do we even have daily? Let's just get rid of it. And then don't even talk about it. And then if you want to get up early, get up early. Isn't it like a natural circadian clock we all have built in us anyways?
That's true.
All right, so we understand that. All right, let's go in the kitchen. What can we do to hack your kitchen? Are there some budget luxury items in the kitchen to give you find some luxury on a budget in your kitchen?
Painted cabinets has to be the absolute number one thing. Save your cabinets, you guys. Switch out the doors, repaint them. I think this would be the easiest and the biggest impact for the kitchen.
Okay. Well, that's important. But painting cabinets, here's the thing. Finding the right painter to paint your cabinets. Mm-hmm. Don't think, for everyone out there, don't think you're going to get an automotive finish on your oak or your other cabinets that have finger grease and schmutz and scoots on them for the last 20 years, okay? It says the best cabinet that's painted is the one that's painted properly, which means you've got to clean it, you got to scrub it, you got to expose the pores of it. You have a lot you've got to do to make it work.
Yeah, this is true.
That's important that people don't realize, okay? So, but painting cabinets, I think, are not cheap. I painted the cabinets in that condo in Birmingham. Did you know that?
Yeah, I think you told me that. They turned out great.
Well, that's because the paint job was more than new cabinets.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, that's the other thing, too.
So, my guys took the doors off. They painted them in their shop. They prepped them. They sanded them. They primed them. They did it like that. There's guys who come in and just paint on site.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
That's the schmutzy way.
Right.
The scootsy way.
Another thing that I love and also will help with the organization is in your cupboards, in your pantry, put everything in baskets. Not only does it look good, whether it's woven or plastic or metal, whatever you want to do, but not only is it nice to look at, but it also keeps everything organized.
Well, that's good. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, there's another one. So those are some good tips. 248-539-9797 if you have a question for Sarah and I.
Ooh, we have a good one that came in.
That Google can't answer. Let's go to that. What do you want? Let's hear it.
I have saggy floors in my house and I may need some new supports and structural work done in my crawl space to some of the beams. Can you please recommend a company?
Okay, so saggy beams. Mm-hmm. So the question is again, we got to answer it based on the information.
Sure.
So you have a crawl space and you have saggy beams. So those are the joists. And the joist rests on either another beam or a stanchion post. So we're going to break that down after the break, okay? We're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
This is Hire It Done Radio Network. My name is Adam Helfman with the lovely Sarah Sells in studio today. We're going to be talking about saggy floors when we come back.
What you don't know can hurt you. HireItDone.com.
Hi, I'm Adam Helfman, and I'm here at Mosquito One, and today we're going to learn how to the limited workmanship warranty. Just visit HireItDone.com and a limited lifetime warranty plus at PPG. At PPG Paints. And there's dead bodies in half of them. True. Today we've teamed up with Dry. You're going to get 10% off your next new roof and lifetime workmanship warranty, free upgrade. Ooh. And a lifetime labor manufacturer's warranty on everything but the nails. Who's got a gun? Because if someone has one, shoot me. Free upgrade to the lifetime workmanship warranty. There it is. I said it. There'll be a great blooper reel. I'm going to send you a link to it because it's going to be good.
What you don't know can hurt you. HireItDone.com.
Hey, when you've got a major home improvement project like a new roof and you need to hire a contractor, you may want to be sure that you're signing on with somebody you can trust who will do an excellent job at a fair price. But how can you feel confident about the contractor you hire? We've got a guy, Adam Helfman of HireItDone.com. He's coming along to explain how we can use a 10-point screening process to find the right contractor.
Roofing is the hottest home improvement project this year, and we get thousands of visitors every week to HireItDone.com that are requesting a new roof. And many homeowners always ask me, hey Adam, how do you find good roofers? Well, today we're going to share with you the criteria that are necessary for roofers to qualify for HireItDone.com. Let's go inside and take a look. We're at Rapid Roofing, and they're a pre-screened contractor for Hire It Done. We're going to show you the 10-point screening process that they had to pass in order to participate in Hire It Done. And what does that mean for you, the homeowner? You get the best roof and the best price. The first thing we look at in our screening process is contractor stability. And here's what that means. Valid license, insurance. We check for bankruptcies, we check for liens, judgments, and we do a credit review. With contractor stability comes experience, and that's our number 2 criteria. A contractor must be in business at least 3 years under the same name. And number 3, professional affiliations. Let me show you. All Hire It Done contractors are required to be certified by a shingle manufacturer. And as you can see, the employees here are all certified.
Every year our employees have to renew their certifications.
And our number 4 criteria is the Hire It Done Code of Ethics. And that says no high pressure sales. So that means you, the homeowner, can buy a roof when you're ready. So the next 2 criteria, number 5 and number 6, are professional references and homeowner references. Hire It Done calls both of them and verifies them for you. So we do all the homework. And number 7 is the on-site evaluation. Hire It Done actually comes out and visits an active job site. So the last 3 items are a written warranty, documented employee standards, and... Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. The lovely Sarah sitting across from me today. Go to Facebook Live.
Good morning.
If you want to see us, go to Facebook Live. Check it out. Share the feed if you want, if you don't mind. We'd like that as well. So, Sarah, there was a question before the break that came in on the ticket text. And by the way, Ticket text is 248-539-9797. If you are an essential worker, contractor, or have a question or want a shout out, text us this morning. We'd love to help you out. Today's shout out Saturday.
So he wrote back at him and said the beams are fine. They are actually metal. It's the floor joists that are sagging between the beams. It's a very shallow crawl space, only 15 inches in some spots.
Okay. So in that situation, the joists that are in the crawl space, not knowing the span of everything, they're probably 2x6 or 2x8.
Okay.
And they're overspanned to get any sagginess, unless they're 100 years old. So if that's the case, you need to do one of two things. We need to either put bridging between the joists or sister the joists. Are you familiar with either term?
Yes.
You are?
Yep.
Okay, so let's talk about it then. I'm not going to quiz you and try and call you out. I'm just saying, which one do you...
So sistering means that you would be adding another piece of wood and kind of like sandwiching
Yes.
it together.
Yes.
See?
Good job, Sarah.
Thank you.
So what we're trying to say is when you sister a joist, you put one, pancake it right next to the other one, and you double nail it or you bolt it together. And what happens is there's a load. The floor load pushes down on the joist, and then the joist flexes. But when you have two joists together, the load gets cut in half, and it spreads it across the joist, which then reduces the pressure.
Okay.
So the key is can you get into the crawl space and sister that, okay? Or you can't. So that's the one thing. Without access, we don't know. So the second thing is bridging. Bridging is, are you familiar with bridging or no?
I've heard of it, but I don't know it.
Okay. So bridging is the point where you have one by that looks like an X.
Okay.
And they put it between the joists. And so what happens is it takes some of the load from the one joist and pulls it off to the other joist. That's what bridging does. And
Okay.
it also keeps stability. It stabilizes the joists from flexing right or left.
I mean, that makes sense.
Right. So it'll transfer the load is basically the terminology. Now, old houses, squeaky floors, you always have that. In my opinion, sometimes you can just put a flat 2x on the flat underneath the joist and then put another stanchion somewhere else in the crawl space, and that will distribute the load as well. So you got to find out where the floor is bouncing.
Right.
I've seen that in some situations, and it's not a hard fix. It's how accessible is the crawl space to
Well, it
fix
sounds
it.
like he said that.
15 inches, yeah. Yeah, you got to get a thin person in there. So that's not going to be an easy fix. But
Right.
there's guys who can do it. Listen, money can buy anything. So that's where you're at with all that. So anyways, 248-539-9797.
We got a couple of shout outs. Shout out to the painter, John, Steve, and Carol, working hard out in Novi. And then also Jeff Hayes at UPS.
What up? The ups.
Yeah, a positive person keeps us going. Hey, guys.
Well, that's cool. So what do you think of the shake-up design trends are going to be for this year?
So I think that part of it will be doing dark neutrals, incorporating, I think, light wood, whether it's woven baskets, rattan, the light color wood floors that we talked about. And I think that the industrial chic is still a thing.
You got a couple of those are right.
Really?
You're pretty good there, Sarah.
Ooh, I'm right on trend.
So let me ask you a question. So
Yeah.
one of the trends that I've noticed is because I'm a bitted man. Because I'm a bitted man, and I've been on 10,000 Zoom calls in the last 9 months.
Yeah.
Home offices, dedicated home offices, dedicated Zoom rooms, dedicated whatever.
Yeah.
In fact, we need to do like a background for Zoom, like a home improvement background. I want to have like sawzalls and a workshop background.
Yeah.
Like people think, hey, Adam's on the Zoom with his workshop,
Oh,
right?
yeah, right. People know better than that.
Well, my Zoom backgrounds right now are Star Wars, the
Oh,
Death
my
Star.
gosh.
Yeah, you kidding me?
Stop.
Okay, you want to hear a great side story?
Yep.
Okay, a couple things. We got a couple good side stories today. One of them is I had a great conference call this week with a company called True Digital,
Okay.
and they're like a digital marketing company, blah blah blah. And their head tech guy, he's talking to me on the phone, and he's helping me through this process of uploading some pictures.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to him. He's super cool guy. He's from Utah, right?
Uh-huh.
So we're on the line with Utah. We're not in Zoom or anything. It's just a phone call.
Yeah.
And he said something to me. He goes, I go, oh yeah. I said, can you use your program on the iOS system, which is the Apple iPad?
Yeah.
He goes, no, we're Android. And I go, droids? He goes, what do you mean? I go, these aren't the droids you're looking for.
Oh boy.
I threw out the Star Wars, these aren't the droids. And he looked at me. He said to me, I'm sorry, he didn't look at me. He said to me, he goes, are you a Star Wars fan? I go, dude.
You're like, obviously.
I mean, like, I told him I was a Jedi for sure. And he goes, well, guess what I do? I go, what do you do? I'm like, now I'm thinking, all right, I got this, like, this Harry Potter type guy, like, who's like in these underworld things. He goes, I make custom lightsabers.
Oh my God. Okay.
And I'm like, really? I'm like, that's super cool, dude. Because I'm like nerdy like that. And I have like 3 lightsabers already. So I'm like, I want to.
Those are the swords with the lights, right?
Bzzz. Oh, you don't even know?
I'm not even going to go there because everyone's going to crucify me, but I don't think.
Sarah, you're fired from Higher Time.
I don't think that I have ever. Oh my gosh. And the look at the producers are losing their minds right now. I don't think I've ever fully watched a Star Wars movie ever in my life.
All right, guys.
All right.
Do we let her go today? Is today her last show? She's
Sorry.
Done. James Kennedy's like the board. He's like, I'm done. You're out. I mean, I had almost got
left
divorced.
the building.
Listen, I have a 21-year-old son who's a rock star, and I almost got
He's
divorced.
amazing.
I mean, I am divorced, but I almost got divorced over the Star Wars saga. Like, I was gonna make sure that he watched the Star Wars episodes, or all the movie, the trilogy, everything. He had to watch 4, 5, and 6 before I'd let him watch 1, 2, and 3. Like, I wanted to do it the original way. And you don't even know Star Wars? Shame. 248-539-9797.
No.
Text me if I should get rid of Sarah for
what?
not watching.
Sorry.
Like, literally, like, what's up with that?
You know what? It just was never my thing. I never got into it.
Okay, you're allowed to not get into it, but
Oh,
right?
whatever. Listen, even as a kid, I really didn't watch a ton of movies or get into movies. I mean, really, I was the one who was always making something, sewing something in the workshop with Grandpa, outside doing something, watching kids. Like,
okay. Did
So
you walk 5 miles to school uphill and then on your way home another uphill 5 miles in the snow?
No, definitely not that. But I really have never gotten into anything like that.
Okay, well that's fair. Like I got no issues with that. But the point I was making is the guy makes lightsabers. So he's going to quote me on a custom Darth Sidious
Can you?
dual lightsaber.
Yes, yeah.
You have no idea what that is.
I know it's a sword, and that's why. Well, like.
Whoa. A lightsaber's not a sword. She's calling it a sword, guys.
Okay, well,
It's a weapon from the Jedi.
All right.
It's
So
a Dark Knight
I get
religion.
it. All right. Thank you, who just texted in. It's a saber that are made of light. Got it. So now I know what it is.
Lightsaber. And it makes
just
noises.
bring it in.
Well, this guy it makes noises. It's like really, really cool. So he wants like $800 for a custom Darth Sidious dual lightsaber. I think I'm going to get it.
Okay.
Maybe I'll bring it in studio. We can show it on Facebook Live.
Yeah, do that.
So for anyone else that wants to see what we're doing in the studio, how we have fun over here, you can go to Facebook Live, 97.1 The Ticket, or Hire It Done, or 1,000 other places that people share the feed with. Sarah has donuts on her side. Hasn't offered me one yet today.
Yes, I am.
I'm staring it through the computers. Like I can see like
Here,
the cruller, the
there's a custard one. There's a strawberry dip, a glazed one.
the glaze is. I'm like, what's the stuffed one or the filled one?
I think it's custard.
Boston cream or one of those.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yum. Okay.
Dunkin' Donuts. Wait.
Okay. So what other design trends in 2021 besides a dedicated?
So
home
I
office?
really do love the wallpaper trend. I know it's back. A lot of people are like, "Oh my God, are you kidding?" But I love a good wallpaper.
Okay, why though? Who does wallpaper? Like I have 2 painters, and one of them says I don't want to do wallpaper, but if you get a request, I'll go over there. And I have one lady that's like the wallpaper guru. Mm-hmm. But literally wallpaper. Well, no, the Birmingham condo, she wants wallpaper
because it's the texture, the patterns. I think that there's some really great ones. You know, it's not. It doesn't have to be like all like floral, crazy, old school, and birds.
Okay.
I love it.
Clearly delineated spaces is another 2021 trend. Do you want to decide what that is?
Yeah, I'm not even seeing that.
I'll give it to you in a minute.
Okay.
We're going to take a quick break, folks. And by the way, give us a text, 248-539-9797. It's Shout Out Saturday. If you're a contractor, let's hear from you. We'll be right back.
HireItDone.com.
Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. These new microphones in the studio here. I'm trying to adjust them. I don't want to yell into them. But hey, you know how that goes. So, you want to save energy. We just talked about how to save energy from our Going Green segment, but the way to do it right is to really, like I said, the best furnace, the best roof, the best waterproofing. It's all about the guy who's installing it. So in studio with me right now is a good friend of the Hire It Done radio show and one of the most experienced insulation contractors in Metro Detroit. Bar none. Legit. His name, Tom Mackey. Dana Insulation is the company. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Adam. How are you today?
I'm kicking butt, brother. How
There
you
you
doing?
go. That's what we're supposed to do, aren't we, on Saturday morning?
Well, I think, this is how you start the weekend.
That's right.
Everyone's thinking about home improvement on the weekends.
Yeah, it's a busy weekend for me.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. So now that we're past Halloween, the weather's changed. It's cold every morning. Frost had a little bit of snow. People are now putting the heat on. And they're now starting to think, okay, I better figure out a way to save energy. Is this your busy season?
It generally starts the end of August. Yes, to answer your question. It starts the end of August, and it ramps up as the weather changes, as it's getting colder and colder. Our phones are ringing nonstop. We bring on extra staff to answer phones this time of year, and we're busy.
Well, that's, of course, the best way to do it. So let's just get right down to it. Homeowners always say to me, Adam, I got cold air around my windows. I should go buy the hair blower and that plastic wrap and, put it on, blah, 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 and it never looks the way the picture looks. How many people do you encounter call you and say, how do you even do that?
Well, that's a year-round phone call that we get. They want to talk about the leaks and/or drafts that they're feeling from their windows, door walls, doors.
Sure.
And it's a tough one because, unfortunately, when the windows or doors or door walls are installed, it's paramount that they use non-expanding foam as opposed to stuffing and randomly stuffing with fiberglass, and that's where all our leaks are coming from.
Exactly. So that's why we need to make sure that people understand how this happens. So if you're listening right now and you want some insulation tips, you have a question about insulation, what the best insulation is, different brands, different kinds, how much does it cost, text us, 97136, or go to Facebook Live. You can watch us in studio. Tom Mackey from Dana Insulation. The website's danafoaminsulation.com. And so my question is, Tom, you say expanding foam insulation. You see these red cans called, great, whatever it is, great skate, I don't know.
Great stuff.
Great stuff. Anyways, people say, I can go grab that and just spray the edges. And you see, I've been in the house where it's bubbling out. You see all that?
Yeah. Well, I kind of equate it to someone who paints for the first time. There's a number of things that they don't know if they paint for the first time. They don't know yield on product. They don't know how thick or how thin to put it on.
Right.
They're not getting the maximum usage out of the can, whether it's paint or whether it's expanding foam. We use, in our applications, a non-expanding foam when we do new construction. It's a little easier to deal with. It's a better product for the.
So if it doesn't expand, is it like superior? I mean, I know there's low expanding and non-expanding, but the stuff you use is specifically made for that application. Am I right?
That is correct.
Okay. So when a homeowner, let's get down to 101 insulation. Okay. Homeowner turns the heat on because they're cold. The heater, the furnace blows hot air through the ductwork and heats the inside. Science says heat travels towards the cold.
100%.
So the cold is on the outside walls. The cold is outdoors, right? So heat's going to travel out that way. Now, when you have leaks around the windows, when you have a door, an exterior door, and you can look at the edge of the door and you can see light through it, that's where the heat is going to, right?
Oh, that's a real serious problem.
Okay, so when the heat goes out that way, the heat inside the house is traveling out that way, and that means the furnace has to keep working to maintain the temperature that you request. Is that smart?
Well, you can consider your furnace like a cash register. The more it turns on, the more cash is going out of the register.
Cha-ching.
Yeah,
Right, okay.
that's exactly.
So now, let's use common sense. If you stop the heat from leaving the house by sealing up some of the holes and sealing up around the windows and sealing up around doors, just that areas, if you stop the heat, then the heat stays in the house longer, right?
100%.
So now then the heat stays at the temperature longer because it's not going out. And that results in your furnace working less.
And your cost
Go down.
of gas are reduced.
Right, because you're not using as much gas.
That's correct.
Now take that and go from an 80% furnace to a 95% furnace, which means it uses 95% of the gas instead of 80% of the gas in the cycle. You've now increased your savings even more. Logic?
That's exactly the way it works.
Okay. So saving money is a responsibility, and it's also good for the environment, right?
Well, I mean, as you know, the utility companies in Michigan, throughout the country, to be honest with you, are tasked with the job to have their clients save energy as best they can.
They try to.
Yeah, and they
have
offer
credits.
incentives to, in fact, have their clients do that.
How are the incentives? Still good?
The incentives are marvelous. They really are. Depending upon where you live and who services your gas account, they're better in the consumer's power market than they are, unfortunately, in the DTE. However, in northern Macomb, Semco has a marvelous program as
So
well.
let's use Metro Detroit area. Let's use Southeast Michigan. Homeowner calls you up, and let's just say they're a DTE customer or a consumer, either one, and they say, "I need to insulate my house. I need to reduce my energy costs. What is it going to take, and how much money can I save, or what kind of rebates can I get?" So let's go break it down through data insulation.
Well, the unfortunate thing, or I think the challenging thing about being an insulation contractor in 2019 is that, even though the economy is outstanding and we're getting plenty of inquiry calls, people still, the number one thing, they think the world revolves around what the final cost is. And that isn't the way they should be looking at things. What they should be looking at is A is the problem, B is the solution, C is the result of the two. And if they would begin to do it in that order instead of reverse engineering it and work from the cost back, they'd be in better shape for themselves. Now, insulation, at the end of the day, has a return on investment or an ROI. I don't know that a kitchen does.
Okay, well, let me tell you.
But
I
it does
study
in
that.
the end. It doesn't ongoing.
Well, you're always saving money when you have insulation. That's the best part about it.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to try and reduce your energy costs by adding insulation or making your house more energy efficient. It doesn't have to mean insulation. It could be just caulking. It could be
Caulking's huge.
Right. So, okay. And that makes sense. So if anyone has an insulation question, text us 97136 or go to Facebook Live. You can put it in the comments. We're always available. We've got Tom Mackey from Dana Insulation. Tom, how long have you guys been around?
We're a 42-year. We're in our 43rd year. We started in 1977.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
A big mazel tov to you. Okay. Homeowner says, yeah, I got to save. I feel the draft. I feel this. I feel that. They call you up today, and they say, I heard you on the radio. I need to save energy. What's the first thing you ask them? What are you looking to do, or what's the conversation sound like?
Well, I tried to acquaint myself with the caller as best I can and let them know that I do need an hour of their time. I do need to be thorough. I need to hear more about their home, their lifestyle, the way they live, and I need to hear what is concerning them in person.
It's the weekend. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. We got Sarah Sells. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning.
248-539-9797. Take a text. We have lots of questions here this morning.
We do.
Lots of content to talk about as well.
Yeah.
So if you have a question Google can't answer, text us, 248-539-9797. We'd like to get to that. We also want to talk about 6 tips for successful spring cleaning right now. Sarah, what do you think those tips should be?
Well, one, I think the best way to do it is start in an area in one room and then go from there. Because I'm the worst where, like, I'll start cleaning and then I get sidetracked by, like, cleaning something else out.
Okay, so procrastination is the number one reason people don't attack their house properly for spring cleaning, which makes sense.
Yeah,
and so
I get it.
If
It
you
can
don't
be
have
overwhelming.
if you don't have Adderall, like I do, to get it done, then you got to figure it out. So the best thing is spring is right around the corner, and what that does, it's like there's times around the house. In fact, let me say this. Hire It Done is your checklist for your home, right?
Yeah.
Your house doesn't have an odometer. Like in a car, your odometer, you know when to get oil changes. You got the dashboard. You got everything that says, pressure, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
Okay. So with that being said, wake and bake. I just read that. I'm like, Adam and Sarah, keep up the good works. Entertaining show. Thank you. PNR Tax. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, shout out to Ed and the Detroit police officers who are working this morning.
There you go.
Thank you, guys.
Back the blue for sure. So, all right. So when you want to clean, spring, like I said, so odometer for your house.
Yeah.
There isn't one.
No.
Hire It Done is your odometer. So let us tell you
that.
what to do. So it's springtime. There's times of the year that trigger things. Spring triggers a lot of new events. Air conditioning tune-ups, all the spring home
decluttering.
improvements. Right. But inside for spring cleaning, we have some things to do. So let's make it simple and keep it easy for people.
Yeah.
Cleaning room by room.
Definitely.
Okay. So instead of saying, I got to clean the whole house today and it's an overwhelming task, today you can say, after Adam and Sarah are on the radio, or Sarah and Adam, I'm going to clean the laundry room.
Yeah.
So when you clean the laundry room, what do you think you should do to clean your laundry room?
Well, I mean, I know that we've talked about this before. The lint trap.
Yes.
Make sure that all of that is cleared out of the actual, is it the vent behind the dryer you're supposed to take off?
Yeah.
And clean that out. I know that that's a major thing because it's a fire hazard. And then Adam will tell you need to keep the lint from the vent
in a Ziploc bag.
In a Ziploc bag so you can start a fire when the zombies come or the droids or whatever we're talking about.
Oh, here we go back to the Star Wars.
By the way, whoever sent a message in that I look like a Star Trek fan. So here's the thing. A little side note about the Star Wars. I didn't get into it because my mom and grandma were so into Star Trek. And I know you guys are going to freak out and say it's not the same. I get it. So because I was forced to watch Star Trek every day, I didn't get into Star Wars. So There you go.
So did you watch Star Trek?
Well, yeah, I was forced to with Spock and
Okay, well, did
the
you watch?
Klingons and
Are you at the age where it was Star Trek or was it the Star Trek Next Generation?
it was Star Trek Next Generation. I
Okay,
think.
see this?
Yeah, my mom can do that. But I can't do that.
I saw it on TikTok. So, anyways, you are. See, I watched the original Star Trek, but I'm a Star Wars fan. There's a difference, Sarah. By the
I
way,
know,
248-539-9797. If you
Before
want to,
everyone crucifies me about this Star Wars.
well,
Look at them. They're like glaring at me because I don't know. Whatever. I know the green thing's Yoda, right? Uh-oh. Is that right?
the green thing.
Well,
Have
the
you
one
watched-
with ears.
have you watched The Mandalorian?
No.
Do you know what Troubles with Tribbles are?
No.
Oh boy, what is NCC 1701? Do you know what that is?
No. How am I supposed to know what this is?
These aren't the droids you're looking for. Do you know what that is?
Well, everybody else in the planet obviously knows, but
Who kissed their sister in a movie? Made out with her.
I don't know.
Oh boy. Was it Captain Kirk
It sounds right.
or was it Luke?
Kirk.
248-539-9797. Star Wars or Star Trek? Sarah's a Trekkie. And
By default, not because I
by
wanted
choice?
to be. Like my mom, had us go to the Las Vegas Star Trek thing that
Yeah,
came out.
that was great.
Yeah, so I went. We
loved
were,
it.
yeah, we were forced to go to that.
Okay, since we're talking about movies and stuff, we might as well.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, hold on. The problem with Adderall is you need landing gear, not as badly as yeah. I just break mine in half. So, all right, Star Wars is better than Star Trek, and FYI, Yoda is a mugwai according to season 1 of The Mandalorian. Okay, that's okay. I love The Mandalorian. It's getting so good.
Okay.
And don't even get. By the way, for everyone out there who's listening, don't even get me started on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Or the Zack Snyder edition of Justice League coming out. 4-hour movie.
And I'm just sitting here like, what?
I am so going to nerd it out. We should have the nerd hour on Sundays. Maybe we should do an an hour of nerding. Sarah, will you do a Sunday show with me called The Nerds?
Okay.
No? All right. We got to take a break. We're going to take a break right now. When we come back, I promise we'll talk home improvement. No more Star Wars. Maybe not. We'll see. I'm Adam Helfand with the lovely Sarah Sells. This is Hire It Done Radio Network.
You know, it is the first week of summer, and that means air conditioning season,
Yes.
right?
But the last thing you want is for the cool air that the air conditioning creates inside to leak outside.
So we brought in the guy who's got all the solutions. How about proper insulation? It's not just for wintertime.
So our home improvement insider, Adam Helfand of HireItDone.com, shows why every home should have it.
Most people think about keeping your house warm in the wintertime by using insulation. Well, today we're going to talk about how to keep your house cool by using insulation. Here we have pink insulation. Most people think of this as the insulation that goes in your walls that keeps the heat from traveling outside. Well, guess what? When your air conditioning's on this time of year, this insulation also keeps the cool air in and the hot air out. Here's a 2x4 wall installation. Now, typically, if you don't have insulation in here, the cold air would run right out, even through the drywall. When you add insulation into a wall, you can stop the cold air from leaving, and you can save up to about a 20-degree difference by having insulation done in your walls properly. Many people don't even know if they have insulation in their walls or not. That's why you need to call a professional. Here's the new construction wall without the insulation. Now follow me over here. This wall has already had the insulation woven through the 2x4s, and this allows you to know that on the other side, if there's people talking, you're not going to hear them. You may have a house that is already finished. Well, guess what? There's plenty of places for you to add insulation to your existing home. First of all, basement remodeling. Many people are finishing their basements today, so you might want to put insulation in the walls or in the bond plate. That'll stop the heat loss in your basement, and it'll be for a more comfortable space. Another location is in your existing walls. Our professionals can drill a hole in the wall, pump the insulation all the way in the wall, and that'll stop the noise from coming through and save you energy. And the last thing and most popular thing for your house is blown-in insulation in your attic. That, done properly with proper ventilation, will save you a ton of money cooling your house as well as heating.
Really good advice as always. Adam Helfman is in the studio. How do you know if you're losing cool air out of your house?
So we typically think of insulation for the winter time.
Right.
Okay, in the wintertime, insulation's keeping the heat in the house.
Right.
So conversely, in the summertime, you want to keep the cool air in. So we have a little demonstration set up today where we have this looks like the sun.
Okay.
Two types of insulation. The pink stuff that everyone's familiar with, and cellulose, which is the most modern and way more efficient. As you can see, it's 78 degrees on this one, and this is only 73.
Okay.
Wow.
So the other thing is when we have this, we have a fan built in here, and you can see there's this. Welcome back. This is How It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. The lovely Sarah Sells in studio. We're having a little argument here at the break about superheroes and donuts and fun. 248-539-9797. Sarah and I are talking about 6 successful spring cleaning tips. You know, we're nerds. We're talking Star Wars and Star Trek and things like that. Marvel Cinematic Universe is my go-to, and of course James, our special board op, he is perked up, he's like, oh, MCU, well, I'm in. By the way, were you been watching WandaVision, James? Did you love it? Oh my God, it got so good, right? Can't wait for. What about the Winter Soldier's coming up? Oh, I'm so into all that. God, I love it. I'm a Marvel guy. I grew up. It's the best, but I don't mind Justice League. Although the Zack Snyder edition's coming out. Justice League is DC. Are you familiar with any of this, Sarah?
Comic, right?
Yeah,
Superhero comic.
Comics to the movies. So my question is, for anyone out there, should I educate Sarah on superheroes? Should we indoctrinate her? Because home improvement, you really need. There's a relationship between contractors and superheroes.
Oh.
James is like, no, he goes, she's not worthy. She hasn't earned the right yet, have you?
Okay.
James is going crazy right
All
now.
right. So since you say that, since there's this whatever between superheroes and contractors, then if you were going to be a superhero, which one would it be for a contractor?
Okay, so let me ask the question as I'm eating one of your donuts.
I know they're good.
You saying what superhero would I want to be personally, or
if you were?
I love that.
Perfect.
Right?
Perfect.
That's the good Batman. I am Batman.
Yeah, that's the original one, right?
No.
Oh.
It's not even close.
Okay. Well, all right. So with you talking about, what you just said with Marvel and DC and
right.
And how there's this correlation with contractors. So if you were a contractor, what would your ideal superhero be to represent you? And why?
Okay. Let me rephrase the question. You tell me if this is what you mean. Which superhero would be the best contractor?
Yeah.
Okay. So, folks.
Yeah.
248-539-9797. For all my listeners out there and new fans of Sarah and the Hired Done people and all the contractors and all the fans of 97.1, text me right now. Which superhero, any Universal superhero, whether it's Marvel, DC, which superhero would make the best contractor? If you had to hire a contractor for your house and it was the Incredible Hulk, would you hire him? Now, if I had a demo job, it'd be the Hulk, right?
Okay.
But literally, I got to think the best contractor could be Batman. Even though
he's like the ultimate.
Well, Batman's got the best tool belt.
I have watched the Batman movies and
okay.
series
Everyone,
and
did anyone just hear what a genius statement I just said?
Yeah.
James, would you agree with me or
did.
Paul, Sarah? Either one of you, would you agree, James, that Batman? He's not my favorite character, but Batman would make the best contractor because he's got the best tool belt.
Yeah,
No? Come on. You guys don't know what you're talking about. Let me give you my risk.
We're actually kind of on the edge of Magneto.
What is that?
Magneto? X-Men? You don't even know?
Oh gosh,
Who
here
is
we
Magneto?
go. You guys are gonna.
We're saying Magneto because he could basically put everything together.
Only
What's the
magnets.
thing
What if you had
about
what if look at one of the trends is lucite and plexiglass? He can't do nothing with that. So Magneto's like, if you got like a metal building and stuff, yeah, I got you. Or if you wanted to take down the Twin Towers,
okay, 95% of the house then.
Okay, I don't agree. Oh,
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Sarah, Paul, can you call security at the station and have Sarah removed, please? I mean, she doesn't even understand.
Pandemic, sorry, dude.
You guys, I just didn't get into this kind of stuff. It was never my thing. Like I know of Star Trek, I've seen some Superman, Batman. You guys don't even look at me.
No, we're banning you from the show. All right, we're going to have an intervention.
Okay.
Paul, I want you to produce an intervention session coming up soon. Oh, Scarlet Witch. I want to date the Scarlet Witch, by the way. Adam, we listen every Saturday. We love you. Well, I love you too. What's up with Roberto's laugh? Shout out to Rudy with A&R Garage Doors. What up, Rudy? In his eyes.
Hi, Rudy.
Okay. I want to say I believe the best contractor would be Batman. However, what about Superman? Let me tell you why Superman would be a good contractor. Okay?
Okay.
Superman has x-ray vision. He can see behind the walls and tell you if there's mold.
Yeah,
And-
that's true.
And he's pretty fast,
Yeah.
right? Like Superman.
Can you just touch things and then it would be fixed?
Oh, God. Are you guys listening to this? Alfred. Yeah, it's Alfred. You know who Alfred is?
The guy who's with
Come on.
Superman.
Nope, it was close.
Batman.
It's, okay, Bruce Wayne's butler.
Yeah, Bruce Wayne. Yeah, because I watched the show on Fox too. That was really good.
Oh, yeah, that was
Gotham.
Yeah, so Gotham's pretty good. Okay, so I got to say, the Scarlet Witch is like my crush. No, I kind of like
Okay, so I do know of Tony Stark. I watched that.
Tony Stark. Okay, Stark Industries would
See,
be a
does
great,
that count for anything?
Well, Tony Stark, listen, it's Iron Man.
Okay.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I think so. Okay, so as a contractor, Tony Stark would be the best. Look at what he builds with his intelligence. Take Stark Tower, for example. Ramon in Waterford. You know, Ramon, that's a good one. I think Stark would be the best tool manufacturer for contractors. Like, I've got the new Stark Sawzall. It does it automatically. You know, you feed the plans into the machine, and then it automatically cuts it all up. But Superman is a good one. Batman's got the best tool belt. Jimmy the Locksmith from Fred's Key Shop. What up, Jimmy? Galactus would make a great contractor. He could oversee an entire subdivision at once. Galactus could oversee a whole universe at once. Galactus is coming out, by the way. It's coming out soon.
Okay.
Superman, Aquaman, commercial and residential plumbing. Now that's a great one, right? Mm-hmm. My nerd out subject is sports card. I just bought a PSA 10 Iserman. Ooh, okay. So when it comes for me, nerd, you know what my nerd out is?
Yeah. Pokemon.
Oh my
See?
God, she got
I got
something
an
right.
A. I got
So
an A.
shout out to Sarah right now for getting my. She knows that I like Pokemon cards.
See, I got that right. Like, come
Okay, what
on,
was
you guys.
Do you know my Pokemon nickname?
Let's not push it. I don't know anything about that.
We talked
stuff.
about it.
We did?
Oy. All right.
We
248-539-9797.
did? They don't even know. They don't even know.
Pokey Daddy.
Oh, my God.
I'm the Pokey Daddy.
Oh my God.
Steve?
See, look at, even they agree with me. They're like, are you serious?
No, I am serious. 100%.
No, we got it. Okay.
Listen, I have an original base set Pokemon, and half of them are PSA 9 or 10. Literally. Like, I got the cat set.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Steve says the Scarlet Witch can build an entire neighborhood without moving. That's true. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Sarah and I are going to fight about other things. We're also going to talk about renovation mistakes.
Yeah.
We're going to...
So we're going to talk about home improvement.
And I want to talk about TikTok.
Oh, gosh.
Home improvement.
Okay.
Why not do a TikTok channel, you and I?
Sure.
I'm like a TikTok dancer.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, my name's Adam Helfman. We got Sarah Sells in studio with me. We'll be right back.
That's right. So is anyone out there still rocking one of those old circular dial thermostat things? Or perhaps some even an older
Or you have to
version?
kick the furnace to go. I don't know, yeah, but hey, listen, you just come on and you want to get everything going. You get your hand in front of the old wood burner to check the time of day. Maybe you're still on a sundial. Can gauge temperatures.
That
Oh,
way,
come
who
on.
knows? We're just kidding. But modern thermostats can make a huge difference in comfort and, my favorite thing, savings.
Yeah.
Our home improvement insider, Adam Helfman of Hire It Done, shows us which of these high-tech gadgets is right for your lifestyle.
A programmable thermostat can help you rake in the savings, but guess what? There's a hitch. You've got to actually pick one that you're going to use. According to a study, 90% of homeowners who have a programmable thermostat don't ever use it or even know how to use it. Let's find the right thermostat for your house. There are several types of programmable thermostats, each with its own distinctive scheduling style. The first one I recommend is a 7-day programmable thermostat. It's best for individuals or families with erratic schedules. Since this is the most flexible option, it lets you program a different heating and cooling schedule for each day of the week. Another thermostat you should consider is the 511 programmable thermostat. It has one heating and cooling schedule for the week, plus you can schedule a different heating and cooling plan for Saturday and Sunday. If budget is an issue and you still want to save money, I recommend the 1-week programmable thermostat. This allows you to set one heating and cooling plan that will be repeated daily for the entire week. If you're ready to supercharge your savings, I recommend you get a Wi-Fi thermostat. It connects to the internet in your house and allows you to control the temperature of your home wherever you're at around the world. The latest and greatest Wi-Fi thermostats have what they call a smart away mode. It uses the GPS locator in your phone to detect when you come and go, adjusting the temperature accordingly to save energy and maximize comfort. Another feature in your Wi-Fi thermostat is what we call the feels like temperature. Similar to the feels like temperature in a weather report, it takes into account temperature and humidity to make your home feel exactly like you want it. Another great feature of the Wi-Fi thermostat is the Allergen Defender. It monitors the air quality and the pollen levels of your local zip code and automatically turns the fan on to clean your home's air when the outdoor levels are high. Here's a tip. When setting your thermostat back, the Department of Energy says that you can save about 3% for every degree you set your thermostat back over an 8-hour time period.
This is cool stuff. Adam Helfman is here from HireItDone.com. It's good to have you back.
Always, yeah.
I didn't know my thermostat would know where I am before Susan does.
I know.
That's great.
They're smart.
Yeah.
They're called the Internet of Things today.
Right.
Today's thermostats are connected. So it's all Wi-Fi,
That's beautiful.
part of your phone.
All right, so where do we start? Because there are a number of choices, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at this one right here. This is called the Nest Learning Thermostat. Okay, so it learns when you leave your house, when you come home, and learns your lifestyle.
Okay.
This is from Verizon Wireless. You can get it there. And it's about $250, but it saves you money. The key, though, the key to this is programming it. Okay. It's like a modern-day VCR or VHS. Remember those?
Yeah.
You only use it to play or record.
Right.
Sure.
So you do have to take a little bit of time to set it up. But once you do, the savings roll right in.
Love it.
It makes sense. And if you want to push it in and then twist the temperature.
Look at this fancy.
Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. We are having a really, really fun Saturday. The lovely Sarah Sells is being educated on Star Wars, Star Trek. Which contractor would make, or which superhero makes the best contractor? Pokey Daddy sounds like a fully loaded bowl of ramen, or guy behind the glory hole sushi restaurant. And yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So, anyways, but that's my nickname. So
Okay.
I got it.
Yep.
So, anyways, we're talking about contractors or superheroes who make good contractors. So we already know that Hulk would make a great demo contractor, right?
Yeah.
And then we also know that
Batman and his tool belt.
Yep.
Superman.
Batman is tool belt. Superman would make a great contractor overall because of speed.
Yeah.
And he has X-ray vision. So if you ever want to know, like, if you had insulation behind the walls or if you had mold, Superman would be good.
I thought he touched stuff too and could make it.
Superman?
Yeah.
You kidding me, right?
I guess. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know?
Isn't there a superhero that could just touch something and like make it melt or fix it?
Human Torch?
I don't know. I don't know this stuff. I don't watch
Superman,
movies.
Man of Steel. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but I thought he could like fix everything. Like when the building was crumbling, he could like.
No. Doctor Strange, maybe. I'm starting to like Doctor Strange. You know, the multiverse is some cool stuff. All right, so you're just really bad. You're like you're below rookie on contractors and superheroes.
Okay.
You know what? Do you know what Superman's vulnerability is?
Well, kryptonite.
Oh my God, she got it.
See?
She knew kryptonite, but she doesn't know. Oh, there's something wrong here.
No, there's not.
So someone just typed in Fantastic Four, okay? And I got to be honest with you. That's a good one. Because do you know who the
It's your whole team.
It's 4 people, but you know who's in it? You don't know anything about it. Well, there's a girl in it. She's invisible. You know that, right?
No, I don't know anything about this stuff. What do you mean? Why do you guys keep looking at me? I don't know this stuff.
How about The Thing? You've heard of The Thing?
I mean, I've heard of it.
Okay. How about Professor?
Doctor Strange?
Yeah, what about him?
I don't know. It's just stuff that I've heard of. I don't know this kind of stuff.
Okay, let's go to basics. Sarah,
What?
have you heard of Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Okay. We're up there. Okay, we got that.
I mean, yeah.
All right. Well, we're good with that.
Okay.
I have better things. So TikTok.
Oh, God.
How does TikTok impact a home improvement?
Well, I know that everyone is incorporating TikTok into anything and anything.
I think TikTok's a fad, to be honest with you. Like, literally. But
Are you on TikTok?
right now I am. Oh, no. Am I on it or am I watching it?
Well, either.
No, I don't do TikToks. I want to do a TikTok.
You do?
But I do TikToks right now. I'm just learning all the dance moves.
Okay.
You ever do that?
No.
You don't know?
I don't do TikTok. I
God.
barely have time to keep up with social media now. I don't have time for
You don't know?
TikTok.
Oh, man. I want everyone to know. If you're on TikTok, you've heard this. Hold on. You're going to hear this because TikTok people know this, right? We'll see which one we can do.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know,
anyways.
I love them. It's all good. All right, so here's the thing. What I notice when I'm watching TikToks, I notice the homes in the background. Like when girls put selfies in their bathroom pictures, I always creep the picture and see what's on the counter. Like, what's their life like, you know?
Yeah.
But hey, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
So here's some things that I've noticed that make TikTok videos better.
Okay.
Okay. And these are also you see it on Instagram. So just so you know, painted arches.
I do like that.
Okay. So if someone's standing in a doorway or whatever and it's painted, it gives it a little bit of a depth perception.
I
and
do
it
really
actually
like
looks
that.
And then there's people who take rooms and they just make them monochromatic, which, you know, splash of color.
See, I'm obsessed with an all white room, like a caramel saddle color leather, plants, dark wood floor. I guess that's all Lots of white.
What about sculptural furniture?
That's not my jam, but a lot of people are into it.
I don't even know what the heck that is, to be honest.
I told you that rattan is up my alley. I really like that.
And here it is again, wallpaper. How do we get rid of wallpaper?
Ugh, it's awful.
Right? It's not. Wallpaper's, listen, someone texted earlier, wallpaper's great until you have to take it off.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Darth Vader oversees the building of the Death Star, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what does that tell you?
Sure.
And we blew it up. So he's a bad superintendent. We got to fire him.
Okay.
There's no question like that. Fonzie. Oh, is he a superhero of the Fonz? Arthur Fonzarelli? Do you know who that is, Sarah?
That's from a TV show.
You're like, maybe. Yeah, it is from a TV. The Fonz. Hey.
Yeah.
That's where the term jump the shark came from. Did you know that?
You tried to explain that to me one time, yeah.
You had no idea what I was talking about. Mm-mm. Ay.
Oh.
Rob from Remax likes Fonzie.
Okay.
Hey. So.
10 renovation mistakes. This is one thing that I've done a couple times. A couple of these.
Okay, so a lot of contractors. Let's talk about that right. So Sarah and I are going to talk about 10 renovation mistakes that people make.
Yeah.
And contractors make. So this is one of the things, if you're hiring a contractor and this is the mistakes he's making, that shows he's not experienced a lot. Because one of the first things that I always say, and it's a cliche, but at the same time, I was taught this as a young kid, measure twice, cut once.
Yep.
What does that mean? That means you double check your measurements, because once you order stuff, it comes in wrong. Mm-hmm. And so the first thing on this is mismeasuring cabinets.
My grandpa always said 3 times.
Right? It's a costly mistake.
Yeah.
So
I had this happen on one of my projects. It was only one cabinet, but still it threw everything off, because then you had to wait for it to come back in, and
people measure cabinets and the appliances don't fit.
Right.
They measure all kinds of stuff. But here's the thing. An experienced kitchen designer, and let's use Seggy Renovations. He's great at kitchens. Or Tom Inger from Renovation by Design. We have some great ones, right?
Yeah.
And by the way, Hireton's looking for a new granite manufacturer. If anyone knows any good granite shops out there, text me, 248-539-9797, or go to Hire It Done, adam@hireitdone.com. We're looking for more granite companies. We want more boutique granite guys, because the ones that are too busy, that are really big, doing casinos and around multi-states, we want to do customer service on the better end. So I need a new granite guy if you can help. But back to measuring cabinets. If you're a certified kitchen designer or been experienced, measuring cabinets is more than just, you got a 12-foot length here and you got 6 foot there.
Sure.
It's very in-depth. So that's a big thing that people make, right?
Right.
And so that's okay. So then what else about mismeasuring cabinets? That's a huge one. And you've already been through that, right?
Yes. And it was only one cabinet, but then I had to wait to get the cabinet in, which held up the whole project.
Well, okay. So let me ask you this. Whose fault was it?
Mine.
Okay. Well,
I will absolutely take the blame for that, because I should have double, triple checked.
Right. All right. Well,
knock on wood, it was only once, but still.
No, I understand that completely. All right. So what about choosing the cheapest contractor? Is that a renovation mistake? Yes?
I mean,
No?
it's...
What do you think, Sarah?
I don't know. I mean, you can go so many ways with that answer,
Right. Okay. Well, here it is. It's completely a mistake. And if anybody out there doesn't think going with the cheapest contractor is a mistake, then there's something wrong. Now, let me preface and define that statement, okay? If you get contractors from Hire It Done and you pick the cheapest one from them, your risk of having a screwed up job is lower than normal because of the pre-screening we do. A Hire It Done contractor is not going to make mistakes like that. And you definitely will have it done the right way. So it's not easy, though. But that's the thing. The lowest bid never equals the best job. Some give cheap quotes just to get the job, then tack things on and cut corners and install low-quality products. That's a huge thing. I've seen that a lot. We've talked about this on the show before.
We have, definitely.
Okay, here's another one. How about lowballing the budget?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's so easily done and maybe not purposely done, but it's so easy to say, hey, I'm going to spend, $20K on this remodel, not even knowing that the price of materials are so high right now and it's actually double that, right?
Well, that's the problem. It's going crazy.
Yeah.
So it's not easy, that's for sure. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about renovation mistakes and some questions you got to ask and some warning signs that we should tell people. My name's Adam Helfman, and Sarah Sell is sitting across from me. If you have a question, 248-539-9797. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Well, the deep freeze this week not only takes a toll on people, it can take a toll on your pipes.
Yeah,
right?
Broken water pipes are not only a hassle, it's the repair and then the expense and the cleanup. Home Improvement Insider Adam Helfman of Hire It Done has simple steps that you can take now to avoid a mess later on.
Plumbing problems happen at the most inconvenient times. Today, we're going to learn about how to avoid plumbing disasters inside and outside your home. Let's start with this outside hose spigot. What we have here is a leaking outside hose bib, and today we've got Big John's Plumbing. He's going to install a frost-free spigot. This spigot prevents it from freezing and prevents the pipes from bursting. Here's a tip. If you have a regular hose bib or even a frost-free hose bib, add one of these insulated faucet covers for added insulation. Now that we're inside the house, let's start in the basement and take a look at this water heater. Over time, corrosion and sediment builds up inside the water tank. What I recommend you do is have a professional drain it once a year. Here's a simple task. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, go out and buy some insulating pipe wrap. Install this around all the exposed water lines inside your home. We're on the main level right now in a bathroom. If you have a house that has bathroom plumbing on an exterior wall, what I recommend you do is open up your cabinet doors and allow the warm air from the house to migrate into the cabinet. What that will do is prevent the plumbing from freezing. If you're planning a vacation or maybe just a quick weekend getaway, I recommend that you take any faucet that's on an exterior wall of your house and turn it to a slow drip. That way the water will never freeze. About the width of a pencil is how much water should be coming out of the faucet.
Adam Helfman of Hire It Done is here. More valuable ways to protect our pipes this winter. Thanks for being here, Adam.
Yeah, good to see you as always. You've got a lot of interesting stuff. One of them kind of high-tech, and then like the pipe wrap stuff we can do.
Yeah, so let's start over here.
Yeah.
So this is a frost-free hose bib. As you can tell, it looks like, sits on the outside of your house. However, the valve is all the way over here.
Oh.
So when it's in your house, the shutoff is inside.
Gotcha.
Allows so the pipe won't freeze.
Right.
Interesting.
Very easy installation for a professional.
Yeah.
Okay.
To do like that. So everybody wants to do pipe wrap, okay?
Right.
So this is just this is easy, do it yourself, get it at a local hardware store, you just slide it on the pipes. And I brought today, in the past a lot of homeowners go and get a plumber to do work for them, and he uses this red and blue pipe, and everyone's used to copper.
Right.
Well, this is the replacement for that.
Okay.
It's called PEX, P-E-X. Well, it's a lot less expensive, but it's more durable.
Okay.
This can expand 10 times its own size.
Really? What is this made out of?
It's
PEX?
a carbonate. Well, PEX is the brand.
Okay.
However, it's a polycarbonate.
Okay.
Or a PVC, and so easily, you just put your pipes around it.
Right.
and it'll prevent it from.
Okay, so here's the cool thing, because I don't have this at my house, but I think it's so cool. Am I just picking up on this? This is the hot, and this is the cold. Come on. I mean, it took them until 2016 to figure out. Come on, really? It took until now to put up a pipe that's got color coding, so I know which one is which.
Chuck goes through the front of the home improvement class.
Oh, come on. I'm excited.
So from the video, and if you don't want to replace this, you can go pick one of these up. It's very simple to put on.
Yeah.
There's a little.
Welcome back. This is Hard Done. My name's Adam Helfer. We've got Sarah Sells in the studio with me today. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning, Adam.
And it's done.
So we're talking about renovation mistakes.
Yeah.
And we mismeasuring cabinets. We always say, measure twice, cut once. Choosing the cheapest contractor.
For anything, right? Anything
Well, of
with
course.
yeah.
Well, it goes without saying, but that's the key. Experience, when you order like tile, what for waste, what not to order. There's all kinds of rules of thumb. So lowballing your budget. When I say that, I mean make sure that if you're going to spend $20,000 on a kitchen, that you have $2,000 to $4,000 in reserve for the contingencies, for the latent defects, for the I didn't know or the we might as well type of situation, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And then here's one that's kind of ties into what I said about making a renovation mistake: insisting on granite tops.
I didn't do granite in my last project.
What'd you do?
Butcher block.
Okay. Well, here, it's true. It's a popular pick, but granite isn't the only option for a kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Choosing a different material for the countertops can save you more money than anything else in the kitchen. Yep. Okay. So what's choice besides granite? You've got butcher block, right? What else is there?
Quartz.
Quartz, great.
Marble.
Marble, which I don't recommend for kitchen.
Me neither.
And then
cement.
Ooh, good one. I hate those. I
You
did them.
do?
Yeah, they crack. They're terrible.
Yeah.
What else?
I mean, I know that there's laminate.
Of
I'm
course.
not a fan of it. But
Laminate's good in certain areas. How about solid surface? You remember Corian?
Oh, yeah.
That's one. Have you ever heard of paper countertops made out of compressed paper?
Mm-mm.
It's kind of cool, but if you they're coated. If you get them wet and the coating's scratched, and then it puffs up. It's not
Yeah, that doesn't sound great.
great. Tom's Marble and Tile. Get a hold of me, Tom. Yeah. It says, Adam, I know vinyl fencing is going up. Who do you recommend a fair and honest price right now? McAllister Fence is our go-to fence company. So you can always email me. I'll give you McAllister Fence's information. Good guys, very honest, very busy, by the way. Legit guys. So, Sarah, we have other things that people could be a mistake, right? You know what's a mistake in renovation? Where on this list that I agree with?
What?
If you're doing a bathroom remodel and the mistake is, I don't want to change the layout. Being afraid to change your layout is a mistake. You should, if you're going to renovate your bathroom and you're spending that kind of money, the question I have is, what do you think, Sarah? Should you spend the extra money to move the tub, take the tub out and put a shower, or reconfigure it? It's more money, but what would be the benefit of that?
Well, one, you're going to be happier because if it's awkward and, there's not a real cohesive flow to it, then you're going to be happier in the long run. Even if it does cost a little bit more up front, it may look better. It may feel better to be in. And for resale value too, of course. If it's not your forever home, that will always make a difference.
Okay. So that's a great point. Good job on that.
Thanks.
But let me add to that, please.
Yeah.
I've talked to our plumbers, and recently, of course, everyone knows I love Ron Alexander from Shelby Mechanical. But I asked him, I said, Ron, when we got a bathroom, and I want to relocate the toilet, or I want to take the shower tub, the tub shower combo, and just put a walk-in shower, and I have to move stuff around. He goes, Adam, once the bathroom's demoed, it's literally not difficult to change the location of plumbing. Yes, you got to cut through the joist. Sometimes the drain, you have an offset, but it's all doable, especially in a 3-piece bath. Okay. So for anyone knowing that, you say to the contractor, here's what you say to him: Hey, Mr. Contractor, I'd like to take this tub out, and I just want to put a shower, maybe a corner shower, maybe or just take the tub out, and make a long shower. But again, you got to put a shower head in. You don't have to put a tub faucet in.
Right.
So there's things like that, or if you want to flip the shower in the toilet. There's a lot of things you can do. So that's where you're at. And that's where we have it. Now, what else is a renovation mistake? Here's one that I like, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to be doing a bunch of houses in Detroit soon,
Right.
okay? We could, hire done consults, as you know,
Yeah.
with other contractors. And what happens is, people call me up and say, hey, Adam, I got this project. Can you look at it? Can you give me someone? So I will personally consult, keep my finger on the pulse of our business.
Right.
So I'm always out in the field. I'm always looking to do something so I can always see what the latest and greatest is, just so I can help and share the information with the homeowners.
Right.
But what I do notice when we renovate older houses is like hardwood floors. Hardwood floors is super popular right now.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Everyone assumes they need hardwood floors. They're not practical for everyone. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pets, they have nails, right? It can damage your hardwood floors quickly. Do you know what a good hardwood floor replacement is?
Like a different type of floor?
Yeah.
Luxury vinyl.
Beautiful.
Tile.
Right there. Home run.
Yeah.
Right there. Bullseye. Shit.
Yep. Speaking of the hardwood flooring.
Yeah.
Huge, disastrous, costly mistake
By
by
who?
not ordering extra.
On you?
And yeah. So on the first house that we did,
Yeah.
gorgeous, hand scraped, thick, solid hardwood floor. Beautiful. Didn't order enough.
Yep.
Discontinued that particular stain.
Oy.
Had to rebuy a whole new wood floor because there was no way, because the stains were so off. You couldn't like mix and match it.
It was pre-finished?
Yeah.
All right, that's crazy. But yeah, that's okay.
So the biggest mistake that I learned from on this list was not ordering extra flooring, and it's 100% you have to, because at any point in time anything can be discontinued, and I learned the hard way.
Okay, so that was a do-it-yourself project.
No, we ordered the flooring and then we had someone install it.
Okay, so the guy who sold you the flooring didn't give you the rule of thumb, like you're supposed to add 5% waste or 10%?
So we did, Adam, but once we got the crates of the flooring, there was so much that was damaged that we didn't know about.
Damaged? You accepted damaged flooring?
We didn't know. We didn't open every single one. I didn't go through every single one.
Oh, so what did you buy, like a discount or something? Did you get it like at a second?
I don't remember where he bought it, but
Okay,
no,
whatever.
it wasn't at a discount thing. But and long story short, it was a huge, costly mistake.
Makes sense. All right, well, that's a problem. But we have some really good flooring people at Hire It Done. I have a great floorwood guy, Prano. He's really good. We've got a lot going on. So, all right, what else is there as far as renovation mistakes? Can you think of any more? How about skimping on things you can't see?
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
Like insulation. Adding the right amount of insulation is not sexy, but it's so smart. It saves you money, and it's the greatest thing you can do. But a lot of people are like, I don't need R60. I don't need R49. Just give me R38.
Right, because all we see is the pretty, shiny stuff and the
Right.
cosmetic stuff. Sometimes we forget and we skimp on the other things like insulation or everything we can't see.
Yeah, I'll give you one. I've had homeowners come to me and say, hey, I'm getting a custom home built.
Uh-huh.
And a friend of mine who bought a custom home in Royal Oak recently,
Yeah.
and he was moving back from Florida, and he bought this house in Royal Oak, and he paid $880,000 for the house.
Okay.
Custom home. And the builders got a decent reputation.
Yeah.
And he asked me to walk through, and I did. And I was,
Oh boy.
and so
I can already tell where this is going.
Yep. And I found a lot of mistakes in the house, but
Yes.
I didn't say, I wasn't critical of the design or anything. I wanted to, there's a foundation cracked, and I'm like, hey, this is a cracked foundation. You got to have that fixed. Brand new house. So there were little things like that. But what I did notice is this house was one of their features was a second floor laundry room.
Yep. Super popular.
Right. Which I love.
I do too.
So I said to the homeowner on the walkthrough, and I said, look, this is a great option here. Now, the washer and dryer are hooked up into what they call a guy gray box, which is an in-wall drain for the laundry room. However, if you have a second floor laundry and you don't, and this is for anyone listening, if you don't put a floor drain, even though you have the drains going into the wall, you're ridiculous. You're making a huge error and a huge mistake. And the reason why I say that is because the chances of a washer or dryer or a washing machine actually overflowing or having a problem is not huge, but it's a chance. And if it does overflow, guess what?
Yeah.
And if it's in the second floor, that water is going to absorb everywhere and go right down below. Now, you can put a pan and have the washer and dryer in the pan.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we're at. Anyways, listen, Sarah, it's the end of the show.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah, it's a great Saturday. That's why.
It was a great Saturday.
I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I'm grateful for that. Grateful for Sarah coming in today. We're going to talk pizza ovens next week.
Yes.
I love pizza ovens. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, folks. For good contractors, visit hireitdone.com. We will see y'all next week.
Have a great weekend.
Take care.